My name is Stephanie, and I will be your yoga teacher for today. Today is day number 4. We are going to get our stretch on. One of my favorite things to do is stretch. So this is going to be one of my favorite flows of the 30 days of yoga. We're going to start an extended child's pose. So go ahead and meet me on your mat. Taking both knees to the outside edges. Big toes touch, hips go back, and hands walk forward. Dropping right on down today. Going ahead and taking note of your breath. Inhales and exhales. Gaining control here. Go ahead and take some nice big inhales and exhales through the nose. In yoga, this is called Ujjayi breathing. And it is a powerful tool to help us get through flows. By breathing in and out of the nose, we build up that fire inside of us to carry us through the practice. A good intention for today would be I am flexible. I am malleable. Or simply, I am stretchy. Why not? I like the flexible because we can use it off the mat to be flexible in our thoughts and our actions towards others. We don't have to be hard and rigid. Slowly begin to walk your hands over towards the left. Getting a little right side body stretch happening here. Some nice deep inhales into that right side body. Sending love and breath to those tight spaces. On a nice inhale, go ahead and allow it to walk you over to the right. Stretching all down that left side body now. Sending that breath to the tight spaces. Go ahead and walk back to center. We're going to come up into our all fours position. We're going to start with one normal cat-cow, and then we're going to go into barrel rolls. If you've not flowed with me before, and you've never done barrel rolls, they're fun. So go ahead and find your most beautiful all fours position. Knees are hip width apart, hands are shoulder width apart. Pressing through the shoulders, core is engaged, glutes are engaged, smile is on our faces, and go ahead and inhale, drop that belly and lift that chest. Exhale, round through the spine. Nice. Back to center, let's go ahead and do our barrel roll. So we're just going to start with normal all fours, and we're going to pretend like we're rolling through like a big oak barrel. So drop down to the left, roll over to the right, and then push through and round to the top of the barrel. And we're going to come down and roll through the bottom, and push up and roll around the top. Let's do this 2 more times this way. Bring it down and over. Push up. And down. And up. Beautiful. Let's reverse it now. So instead of going towards the right, we're going to go down towards the left. And roll over towards the right. So we're going to do 4 of these. Let's do 2. And go ahead and take 1 more here. Nice. And come back to that most beautiful all fours position. We're going to send that left leg out, right arm out. We're just going to hold, feeling this balance here. Breathing. Static holds to me are always more challenging mentally. And release. Beautiful. Other side, so right leg kicks out. Left arm comes up. Smile here. No collapsing, just holding. Feeling into the balance. And release. Beautiful. Let's do it again. Left leg out. Right arm forward. And now we're going to take knee to elbow. We're just going to do it 5 times. So we're going to bring the knee to the elbow for a little crunch. And send it back out long. That's 1. Knee to elbow, crunch. Send it out long. 2. Knee to elbow. And send it out. 3. Knee to elbow. And send it out. 4. Knee to elbow. Out for 5 and hold. And release. Very nice. Good job. So let's go ahead and do the other side. So send the right leg back. Left arm out long. And we are going to crunch knee to elbow for 1. And out. Knee to elbow. And out. 2. Knee to elbow. 3. Knee to elbow. 4. Knee to elbow. 5. Beautiful. Then come back. Tuck those toes and go ahead and sit back. Toe stretch is one of my favorites. So while we're here, we're going to forget about the toes and we're going to stretch our wrists and our shoulders. So go ahead and take the right arm across the body, pulling with the left hand. Okay, now we're going to take this right arm overhead, and with the left hand you can gently pull on that right elbow. The right hand is in the small of your back. Very good. And release. Left arm goes across the body, right arm grabs it, and pulls here. And going to pull up and over. So now the left hand is in the small of the back and the right hand is pulling on the left elbow gently. If you have to come off the toes, you can. I know it's quite the intense stretch. And release that shoulder. Go ahead and interlace your hands and push them forward. Palms are forward. And kick them up overhead. And release. And bring those hands back together and roll one way. And roll in the other. Very nice. I know that your toes are screaming. So go ahead and come forward and tap those toes down. And maybe sit back. Oh, yeah, do the reverse stretch on these little toes there. It always feels so nice after we've been on like that to counter the stretch always. Okay, now we're going to come forward into our first downward facing dog. First down dog, so please be my guest. Give your dog a nice little walk here. Right heel down, left heel lifts. Left heel down, right heel lifts. Let's do this a couple times. Maintaining the equal pressure through the wrist or through the shoulders. No collapsing. Bending those knees to allow the stretch to be deeper. Now we are going to jump, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Forward fold here. Just hang nice and heavy. Head is going towards the ground. If stillness feels better for you here, please be my guest and take the stillness. The slight bend in the knees here will allow the belly to come closer to the thighs, which is definitely what we're looking for here. Now your next inhale to bring up halfway lift. Nice long spine. Weight is in the toes, not the heels. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. All the way up, arms overhead. Go ahead and exhale down through heart center. Very nice. Most beautiful mountain position here. Standing up nice and tall. Crown of the head is reaching towards the ceiling. Inhale is arms up. And good swan dive down to our forward fold. Very nice. Then plant those hands. Step the right foot back, followed by the left. We are in a plank. Lower down the knees, the chest and the chin. And then roll through into Cobra. Very nice. Go ahead and release. Let's push back up into Cobra. Smiling. And release. Gonna do Cobra with no hands. Try it, see what happens. Beautiful release. Plant those hands. Let's go ahead and push up into plank. You can just rock forward and backwards here, holding our plank. Full body strength here. And then roll back into our downward facing dog. Oh yes, very nice. We are going to go ahead and sweep our right leg up and bring it through the hands. On your next inhale, go ahead and rise up into our high lunge. Arms up overhead. The left heel is kicking back as hard as you can. We can see that front big toe. Hands are overhead. You're smiling. And now let's open up and twist to the right. So your right hand can be on that left leg. Your left hand can be on that right knee to kind of help twist you deeper here. Breathe. Okay, let's go ahead and roll those arms over. Bring that foot and step it back into our downward facing dog. Very nice. Going to take you a deep breath in and let it go. Sweep the left leg up. Hold. And bring it through in between the hands. Allow your next inhale to rise you up to our high lunge here. You can see the left big toe. That right heel is barreling towards the back of the mat. Hands overhead. We are breathing and we are smiling. And let's open up to the left. So that left hand can be on that back thigh and the right hand can be on the left leg. Deepen your twist just a little bit here. Breathe. Very nice. Go ahead and release. Windmill those arms and frame that foot and step back. Downward facing dog. We're going to vinyasa here, so roll forward into our high plank. And we're going to lower down into chaturanga and push up into our upward facing dog. Thighs are lifted, gazes forward. Pushing through the shoulders here. And push back and meet me in a downward facing dog. Yeah, go ahead and take a nice deep breath here. You can take child's pose here if you feel like you need that right now. It would be a good time. Otherwise, we are going to use down dog as our little resting position for a minute. If you want, you can close your eyes down here. Allowing that bend in the knees, deepen the stretch in the shoulders. If you're in child's pose, go ahead and come on back up to downward dog. Just a little rest, not a long rest. Sweep that right leg up and bring it through. Go ahead and rise up into our high lunge on your next inhale. Left ankle or left heel is barreling towards the back of the mat. Arms are overhead. You can see those right big toes. And beautiful. Go ahead and open up to the right again. Gaze can go behind you this time. You might even be able to lift that left hand off and above your head. Nice little back bend here too. Breathing. We're going to come down into extended side angle. So left hand plants beside that right foot. Right hand goes up towards the sky. Breathe. And beautiful. Frame that right foot and step it back, three-leg dog. And release that leg down. Nice. Then sweep the left leg up. And bring it through between the hands. Your next inhale, go ahead and rise up. High lunge. Arms up. And go ahead and open up to the left. Same thing as the other side. If you feel comfortable, you can take that right hand off and up and overhead. Remembering to breathe, no holding or crunching here still. And come down for extended side angle. So right hand plants beside left, left hand up towards the sky. Gaze follows. Breathe. Beautiful. Frame that foot and step back, three-legged dog. And release. Very nice. And roll forward. Drop the knees down, and we're going to come on back up into a standing kneeling position. We are coming in for camel here. So we're going to take our hands like this, palms on our back, fingers up, and the small of our back here. Whenever we come back, we're pushing our hips forward to get the bend. So I'm not just dumping through my back when we come into camel, okay? So let's try this. Hands are at the small of the back. The pelvis is neutral. You're smiling. Now, let's go ahead and push those hips forward. Engage those glutes and those thighs. Maybe take your gaze up. Breathe. Nice. Come back to center. Whew. Release those hands for just a second. We're going to do this 3 times. Well, we're going to do it 2 more times. Go ahead and release those hands. Maybe even sway or twist. Left to right here. Nice. So go ahead and bring your hands on your back. Same things. Nice and tall. Engage those glutes and those thighs and push the hips forward. Gaze can go up towards the ceiling. Breathe. And back to center. You can do the same little twist, almost like we're knocking on heaven's door here, but we're kneeling on our knees. Interesting, right? Okay, so again, let's take our hands to the back. Engage those thighs. Engage some glutes and push those hips forward. Gaze lifts towards the ceiling. Nice. Go ahead and come on down into child's pose. So we're going to sit back and then walk our hands back towards our feet. This should feel really, really, really good. Another counter pose to what we were just doing. Yes. My back is saying thank you. And I am sure that your back is saying thank you too. Let's take one more nice deep breath here. Beautiful. Go ahead and rise up and send your legs out long. Okay. Go ahead and pull up that right knee into your chest. We're going to take a twist here. So we're going to take our right hand and we're going to go all the way around the rainbow, all the way behind us. This left hand can pull on this right leg to deepen this twist. Gaze goes behind you. And breathe. If you wanted more, you could take your left elbow and push to get you a little deeper into it. Very nice. I love to counter this twist too. I'll turn it to the left. Beautiful. Go ahead and release that right leg out. Left leg pulls in. Hug that knee. Sit up nice and tall. And left hand sweeps over the rainbow behind us. And you can hug that left leg. Or you can bring that right elbow to the left knee to deepen your twist. Wherever you are, just breathe. And release it. Counter that twist to the right. Beautiful. We're going to come into our wide-legged forward fold. So go ahead and get those legs out as wide open as you can. Does not have to be as wide as mine. Okay, sit up nice and tall. And just kind of sway left to right here, feeling how this feels in your body and your lower legs here and your thighs. And we're going to fold over towards the right. Now we're just going to walk through center and go over and fold over the left leg. And go ahead and walk to the middle. Coming in for a pancake here. Everyone's least favorite, but go ahead and walk those hands as far forward as you can get them. Making sure your feet stay pointed towards the ceiling and backwards. We don't want them folding, forward. We want to keep the outer rotation. Breathe low into the tight spaces. Allow your breath to go to the tight spaces. Begin to pull yourself up. And bring those feet together. Coming into our Cobblers pose here. You can butterfly those legs if that feels good here. And we're just going to grab our feet and fold forward. Now, this one we're trying to keep the spine nice and long. So we're not rounding. We're keeping it long and lifted and folding forward. So yeah, it's probably going to mean you don't go as far down and you're going to feel the stretch more in your legs and your hips. And that's what we want right here. So go ahead and just make that spine as long as you can get it and fold forward. Go ahead and close those eyes down. We're going to come into a nice easy seat here. You can go ahead and have your palms down on your knees, or they can be face up, whichever feels better for you here. Shut those eyes down. And let's try to clear the mind. You just worked your body up, stirred up all the energy. Now let's allow our bodies a chance to absorb all this positivity. Put that grin on your face. Way to go. You are my hero. Showing up for yourself at home is not the easiest. So way to go. You are building power inside of yourself. No one else will be able to know these things, but you will. You will feel them. The daily discipline of showing up for yourself will create magic in your life, I promise. I hope that this practice treated you well, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow for day number 5. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.